Do you know why most women will follow Dajjal, and which group of women will fall into his deception and lose their moral boundaries under his influence? In the authentic sayings of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it is mentioned that when Dajjal appears, the majority of those who will rush toward him will be women. This is a statement that truly shakes the heart. This prophecy, recorded in the strongest books of hadith, was never meant as an insult. It was a warning for the ummah. Why is it that the very women who are honored, respected and protected in Islam will become the group most affected by his deception? What will he show them? What emptiness will he exploit? To understand this, we must understand him, his strength, his mission, his deception, and the world he will appear in. From Adam alayhi salam to Isa alayhi salam, every prophet warned their people about this figure. No other individual in history has been emphasized with such urgency. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam declared that no trial on earth will surpass the trial of Dajjal. He will not appear as a phantom or an idea, but as a powerful, charismatic young man. His hair will curl tightly, his forehead will be wide, his neck thick, and his build immense. His right eye will function, while his left eye will drift, blind and disturbing. Between his eyes, believers will effortlessly perceive the truth written upon him. Yet, despite this unmistakable sign, multitudes will follow him, for he will be allowed to perform acts that bewilder the world. None of his displays will stem from true power, magic, or divinity. They will be permitted only as a means for hearts to be tested. He will summon rain onto barren soil, cause crops to appear instantly, and order the earth to release its treasures until gold rushes forth like streams. Hunger will vanish before him. He will seem to revive the dead. He will make paradise appear close and hell seem distant. Yet every one of these wonders will be nothing but illusion. His paradise is ruin. His hell is salvation. His mercy destroys. His gifts corrupt. This one-eyed deceiver will manipulate the senses and reshape perception itself. And when humanity reaches its lowest point, the world will willingly bow to him. Dajjal will not emerge in a stable world. He will appear when humanity is collapsing under its own suffering. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam spoke of 3 years of intensifying famine. In the first year, a third of rainfall will vanish and a third of the earth will dry out. In the second year, 2/3 of rain will cease, crops will fail, and livestock will die. In the third year, no rain at all will fall, no greenery, no food. Mothers will be unable to feed their children, fathers will be helpless to provide, nations will crumble, economies will fall apart, and people will fight over a handful of grain. This level of despair will crush even the strongest hearts. Humanity will be starving not only in body, but in spirit and emotion. And at that very breaking point, a figure will rise amid chaos, offering back everything the world has lost: food, water, protection, wealth, and wonders. People will declare that only a divine being could provide such things, and that moment will become the downfall of countless souls. Now comes the question that unsettles hearts. Why will women form the largest group drawn toward him? The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam stated clearly that most of his followers will be women. This prophecy is not an insult or a judgment of worth. It reveals 3 spiritual vulnerabilities which, if left unguarded, can become pathways to disaster. The first vulnerability is emotion over revelation. Women possess remarkable emotional strength, compassion, empathy, mercy, but during extreme crises, fear and desperation can overpower knowledge. Dajjal will not appeal to logic. He will weaponize spectacle and emotion. He will project safety, provide food, offer healing, and speak words of comfort. He will promise survival for their children, and in a world collapsing under terror, emotion can eclipse reason. The second vulnerability is lack of religious knowledge. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not blame women. He blamed ignorance. Without understanding the signs of the last day, the descriptions of Dajjal, Surah Al-Kahf, or authentic hadith, the heart becomes exposed to deception. When a woman has not fortified herself with knowledge, illusions presented by Dajjal will seem real. The third vulnerability is responsibility, especially caregiving. Women are nurturers, mothers, protectors, guardians of the home. In a world ravaged by hunger and fear, no one suffers more than a mother watching her children starve. So when Dajjal proclaims, "Come to me, I will feed your children," who will resist? When he promises safety and a life without loss, who would not desire it? This is not weakness, but a reflection of deep love. Yet love without guidance becomes an opening for manipulation. Every blessing Allah placed within humanity, love, emotion, compassion, responsibility, Dajjal will twist into chains that pull people toward him. He will exploit fear, hunger, grief, and even hope itself. To the world he will appear as a rescuer, a giver of provision, protection, and extraordinary signs. His followers will not see themselves as misguided. They will believe they are choosing survival, choosing safety, choosing life. And that illusion is the essence of his terror. But not all will collapse beneath his deception. Some believers will remain firm, not because of physical strength or wealth, but through knowledge, faith, sincere dua, and unwavering trust in Allah. The Prophet ﷺ taught that the first 10 verses of Surah Al-Kahf offer protection from Dajjal because they remind the believer of the fleeting nature of this world, the traps of arrogance, and the truth of divine guidance. Those who internalize these verses, memorizing, understanding, and living by them, will develop a spiritual immunity. Even if Dajjal displays rivers of gold, their hearts will whisper that what Allah offers is far superior. Even if he provides food during famine, they will choose starvation with faith over comfort with disbelief. Even if he mimics the return of the dead, they will see through the illusion. Their faith will act as a light that unmasks every deception. As Dajjal rises, cities will collapse, nations will fall apart, and families will scatter across the earth. Some will believe him, others will reject him, and many will hesitate. Women will flock toward him, not because they desire evil, but because fear and responsibility weigh heavily upon their hearts. He will promise what the world can no longer provide: safety, stability, sustenance. His deception will not appeal to intellect, but to emotion. But those who prepared their hearts will recognize him instantly: a fraud, a liar, a temporary force granted only as a divine test. Their faith will anchor them. The story of Dajjal is not entertainment. It is a mirror reflecting our weaknesses, desires, fears, and spiritual unpreparedness. It shows how easily humans can fall into deception when they abandon knowledge and pursue comfort or surrender to fear. Women will follow him out of love for safety, love for their children, love for stability. Men will follow him out of arrogance, desire for power, wealth, and status. Every soul has its own weakness, its own doorway to fitna, yet Allah has granted keys to protection: knowledge, faith, dua, reflection, and distancing from temptation. Those who prepare now, strengthening their minds with truth and their hearts with conviction, will withstand the greatest trial humanity will ever face. Dajjal's power is fleeting, his wonders are illusions, and his empire will crumble to dust. Allah's power is everlasting, his promise is true, his protection unmatched. As the world sinks into chaos and miracles blur into deception, many, especially women burdened with love, fear, and responsibility, will run toward the promise of safety. But the believer who prepared, who prayed, who sought refuge, will stand firm. No illusion will sway them. No miracle will tempt them. No promise will deceive them. They will know the one-eyed impostor is nothing, and Allah is everything. Prepare now, for the greatest fitna in history will not wait for anyone to be ready.